After the conviction of Carmelo Anthony, Jeff Metcalf, the father of Austin Metcalf, has now broke his silence since the gag order is now over and this case is now over. Jeff Metcalf went on Twitter Spaces, and I ain't gonna lie, the gloves are off. This dude, honestly, I feel so bad for him because he lost his son, but he actually called Carmelo Anthony a watermelon felon, and he goes in on Tiffany Billions, Charleston White, and the parents of Carmelo Anthony.
So many times where I've had to sit here and take it. I'm gonna tell you right now, Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk bitch. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened, how many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You're supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? He turned into controlled rage and chaos. He was a disruptor on defense. He led that team by example. Friday Night Lights, long story short, Friday Night Lights was about Midland, Odessa, Permian. I'm from Louisville. We played Permian every year in the playoffs, semifinals. They beat us every time. Yes, I'm still upset. So, because now they got movies and shows made about them, but it is what it is. Football was a way for Austin to take out some of his frustrations, and he'd work in the weight room and he'd go do drills by himself and run heels. And he really perfected his craft. He was an unbelievable player. And I know I sound biased because I'm his father, but his numbers don't lie. Go look him up. One game he had 24 tackles. I know. It's unbelievable. He also had interception, fumble recovery. The kid was amazing. And I know there's only a 1% chance of you ever actually making it to the NFL, but deep in my heart, I really thought that kid had a chance. I know for sure many colleges were already interested in him, D1, for the linebackers. And we were already talking about NIL money and how we're going to, make sure you're set for life. I had no idea his life was going to be so short. I'll never understand why. But you're supposed to trust God, and I do. I don't understand his plan, but I have to lean into him for understanding. And to be honest, I will not understand until I sit beside Austin and ask God, why did you have to take him so soon? Because I can't come up with the answer. No parent should ever have to bury their child. It's not a natural procession. And it's probably the worst pain you'll ever feel. I mean, even if you lost your parent, your spouse, because when I went to my grief group, that's pretty much everyone lost their spouse or something. And I'm the only one who lost a child. And it's very, very different. And I'm not minimizing a loss of other people. I'm saying it's a different type of loss that I pray to God no parent ever has to feel or experience. It will crush you, it will break you, and you will never be the same again. But I said the same thing to myself when I had cancer. Hey, man, yeah, I've got, you know, side effects, but I'm still alive. You learn to live what your new normal is. Well, I'm a piece of clay that God is molding into whatever I'm supposed to be molded into because I have no idea. I trust Him. I'll follow it, and we'll see where it takes me. But at the end of the day, man, the man upstairs, he already knows where I'm going. I wish he'd give me a little bit more signs sometimes of where I am going because sometimes I feel lost. But that's when I lean into Him even more because He will guide my path. Without God, I wouldn't be sitting here today. Without God, I wouldn't have been able to forgive. A lot of people ask me this question: how could you forgive so fast? I said, because that's what God has taught me. I lost my son, so did God. So me and him are standing toe to toe. Do you know how I feel? I know how you feel. It's not a good feeling. But he talked to me. And he knows my faith is strong. And that is the only reason I was able to survive since April 2nd. I'm a vessel. God will work through me. God works in mysterious ways. God puts people in your life for a reason, for a season, for a day, for a month, for a year, maybe forever. Be thankful, be humble, appreciate the small things. Those are the things that really matter. Doesn't matter how big your house is. Would you rather spend time with your kids? Maybe like take them hunting or fishing rather than have them, or would you put them in front of the TV and give them an Xbox and say, here, take care of yourself for the next 3 hours? One of the things about being a dad for me was the biggest blessing in my life. At age 40, I thought God was not going to produce me any children, so I was okay. I had to make peace with that. And then the next thing I know, boom, we're having twins. I'll never forget that day sitting there looking at the sonogram, and the doctor said, oh, there's two. And I went, two what? Is he like, is it okay? He's like, no, you're having two, you're having twins. And I was like, wow, okay. And the world stopped, and then it started spinning, and I'm sitting in the chair, and all I can think of is two cars, two colleges, two everything. And I don't know how I'm supposed to budget for this because it's not like I can return one. So people ask, how'd you do it? I said, I don't know. They didn't come with instructions. You never know how strong you are until you have to be. I would I would not believe that I am this strong if you're going to tell me that I could survive the death of my son. No, I would tell you I couldn't. By the grace of God and His help, I'm going to get through it. What I've had to endure since that day has really, really deeply affected the way I feel about society, the moral decay, the subcultures that create environments that are not good for our children, the things we promote, the music we listen to, the games we let them play. Are we really being the best parents we can be? What is it? What is being a parent? What, you're a financial provider? I pay the bills, I give them a roof, I give them food. No, bro. Anybody can do that. Anybody can be a dad. You want to be a father? That's a person who shows up. That's a person who's present. That's a person who participates. You show love. You still show discipline, but you show respect. You teach them humility. You teach them about God. I believe in my heart, everything starts at home with your parents and how you're raised. Those people are responsible for instilling values, morals, direction, guidance to give you a step up. Because I told my boys always, I want you both to be better than I ever was. Because I will tell you this, I am the only man on the planet that hopes you are going to be better than me. Everybody out in this world, it's a rough world. It's tough. It's a rat race. It's a cutthroat. It's try to get ahead, try to stay up with the Joneses. But you got to make sure you stay true to your beliefs. I always told them this also. You are free to make any choice you want in life, but you are not free from the consequences. Unfortunately, this just played out in real life because I told them, please don't make a choice that will affect your life forever. Be a DUI, maybe an unexpected pregnancy, maybe you kill someone. I don't know, but none of them are going to end up in a good position. Impulse control is one of the things that today's youth has a problem with because the parents do not give them enough instruction, guidance, or whatever reason. Maybe they're not around. Maybe they don't have a father in the house. I don't know. But people said, "Oh, your kids are bullies. You come, you're they divorced. It's a split parent home." I got news for you. We live 12 minutes apart. I saw my kids. I I hunted with my kids. I fished with my kids. I never once abandoned them. Nothing. We co-parented the whole time. Megan is an excellent mother. She took care of those boys. I showed them the man side of life. She showed them the other side. We worked congruently together. Our boys were very well rounded, very diversified. We we don't see color. We're not racist. We have friends of all diversities, nationality, ethnicities. It doesn't matter. I'm like God. God doesn't see color. Justice doesn't see color. Hate doesn't see color. Love doesn't see color. If you put on those glasses and you see color as an individual, you need to look in the mirror and you need to reevaluate who you are. Do you contribute to society or are you a detriment? I'm surprised, honestly, by human race and mankind of the despicable, vile display of the most uncompassionate, unempathetic, uncaring, soulless individuals who choose to monetize the death of a dead child or speak very derogatory of him or make memes and talk all over the internet about my son while I'm under a gag order and can't respond. It's like being tied to a chair and someone is slapping your face back and forth, and you can do nothing about it but take it. Well, that day is ended. The muzzle's off. And all you people, I'm telling you up front right now, this is a warning. Karma's a bitch. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. I don't have to come after you. It's going to take care of itself. People are going to see you for who you really are now. And if we want to talk individuals, we can, because I couldn't speak about this in court, but I can speak freely now because the gag order is lifted. Tiffany Billions, wife's name is, I'm not going to throw insults at you because I'm not going to lower myself to your level, but you're despicable. Drew Anthony, Kayla, you're cowards. You wouldn't even show up for your son's sentencing or victim statement impact. You abandoned your kid. You left him there. I guess he's no more use to you because you can't get any more GoFundMe money or Go Send Go money. You are grifters. You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised that child. And I swear to God, CPS to come check on those other three that you still have. You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim. The real victim is the one who died, not the one who shoved a knife in his chest. I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide. And what'd you do? You widen the gap even further. You hire a convicted, baby shaking felon who's only in it for the money, who gives you bad advice, kicks me out of a press conference. Oh, funny. I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I left when asked. I didn't stab anyone. And then you proceeded to gaslight me with your convicted felon, quote, advocate, minister? Minister of what? Minister irrelevant? Minister of bullshit? How about minister fuck you? Y'all think I'm a saint? I'm no saint. I'm as human as you. I have emotions. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't sin, because I don't walk on water and I don't turn it to wine. And anybody else can, step up. Don't become kicking rocks in my backyard. Look in your own. The display of adults on the internet. If your children saw how you acted, would you be proud? Or is that what you teach them? Do you teach them that racism is okay? Do you teach them? Do you inbred? Do you program your kids to hate, to kill? From day one, I said this was never about race. Please don't make it about race and don't politicize it. And what did you do? You chose both. The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong, we got white people that embarrass the shit out of me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that shit. And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for every fucking thing else. We're the bad ones. We're the one that held you down. Guess what? You can do everything in America that I can do. Tell me one thing you can't do that I can't do. We all have equal rights. What's it say? All men are created equal. The First Amendment protects free speech. I'm for it. Free speech doesn't guarantee you safety. Perfect example, Charlie Kirk, a man who I admired, looked up to. You know why? Because he could fight with words and logic. He didn't need fists, guns, or knives. No, he sat down and talked with you. How do you solve any situation when there's a problem? Communication. Charlie was an expert. That's one person I admit I would not want to debate. He was a walking chat GPT. But he held strong on his faith. He never wavered. His convictions were solid. He was a good man. Taken too soon, also. Some people called him racist. Some people call me racist. Does it make me racist? No. My grandfather once told me, what other people think of you, son, is none of your business. I didn't quite understand it then, but I understand it now. The only person that judges me is God. And God sees all.
Sarah, I accidentally muted. Jeff, can you unmute him or tell him to unmute? Sorry about that. With the wrong button.
Continue.
We're good? Where we leave off?
Just 1 second.
Okay. So back to the parenting situation. When I was a kid, my generation was the best generation to ever grow up. We were the last generation that didn't have social media. We didn't have cell phones and we didn't have internet. We actually had to talk to people, conversate. We actually wanted to go outside, not stay inside and play games. Our internet, that was this thing called a Britica encyclopedia set that you had that you did your homework out of. Or you could go down to the library and use the Dewey Decimal System to look up a book. None of you kids know that. You kids can't even read cursive nowadays, so they don't teach it. They took God out of school. Look what happened. Do you think it's a coincidence that society started to decay even faster when we start removing things that are actually good foundations? God, family, friends, job. That's my pecking order. May not be for everybody's, but it's mine, and I own it. We'll ask you, do you know Jeff Metcalf? Yeah. What do you think about him? He's an asshole. Or he's the greatest guy. He'll give you the shirt off his back. So they both can be right because I give what you get, or what you give, or to me, I'll give you back. So am I racist? Yeah, I'm racist against assholes. I don't like them. I could care less about the color of your skin. We all bleed the same color. The mental capacity of others sometimes astonishes me. At someone at a certain age, let's just say 40, 50, I would assume And this is my fault for making assumptions that you would have common sense, that you be intelligent. You could make a difference between right and wrong. Nah, ain't got nothing to do with age, ain't got nothing to do with color. It's up to you who you want to be. You chart your course. Guess what? It's not going to go the way you think. Promise. If there's a person who exists on this entire planet who's never had a problem, one, in their life, please step up. I want to meet you because I want to know how you did that. It's not possible. Life is not easy. God doesn't say that. God says there's going to be trials and tribulations. God says there's going to be people out there who will deceive you. People out there, I mean, if we want to go back Old Testament, eye for an eye, Sodom and Gomorrah, turn to stone, man lays with a man, you die. I mean, this is all your personal choices. It's none of my business. I stay in my lane. Just don't come in my lane with your bullshit. I respect everyone until they disrespect me. So many times, well, I've had to sit here and take it. I'm gonna tell you right now, Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk bitch. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened. How many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You're supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you?
Someone's gonna be kinda light touchy, but fuck it. Yeah. I brought my knife to school for protection. I didn't think I get kicked out of this section. Touch me, see what happens, he didn't get the message. I made bail, thank God it's a blessing. I know these dudes ain't here for me, they wanna win the election. Get that money fronted just to put me in the Western. Yo, God set these pulleys on earth to get me tested. I practice every day, you could say I manifested. I hit him in the chest, in seconds I'm arrested. My chest hurts too, yeah, remorse starts to set in. He's gone too, rigor mortis starts to set in. I guess it's my vice, my lord, not the set I'm in. I brought my brother to school for protection. I didn't think my last breath would be next to him. He's on the wrong team, sitting in my section. I touched him, I didn't think about a weapon. My chest out, didn't think I'd get my chest hit. The best out, yeah, they really took the best kid. I'm on the bleachers laying out. I look my brother in the eyes one last time. Yo, Austin's out. Ooh, and it feels like I'm living in a dream. Ooh, yeah. Still hear his brother scream. Ooh, yeah. Man, it feels like I'm living in a dream. Ooh, yeah. I can still hear his brother scream. R.I.P. to Awesome Metcalf. Shout out to Jeff, it seems like a good day. Fuck Jake Lang and that racist shit. Fuck Dominique, he can eat a dick. Fuck Jake Lang and that racist shit. Fuck Dominique, he can eat a dick. R.P. Awesome Metcalf.